down to Lakewood when they were going to play.
Smooth sailing there. You got a chair for you. You got my message shirt. Yeah. That's what I told her.
Mary down to floor music comes up, please. Our first senior is Heather Brown. She's played soccer for 6 years. Her favorite memory was when the whole soccer program played soccer tennis and sometimes sang to a good team and start playing arguments. Future plans are becoming a registered nurse. Our second senior is Sarah Purdue. She played soccer for 8 years. Her favorite memory is her sophomore year trail ride when the field reps were competing to throw off the earth into the ocean. Her future plan is to go to college for psychology and then on to law school. That is Sarah Purdue. Our next senior is Our next senior is Jessica Garcia. She has played soccer for 6 years. Her future plan is architecture college. Her favorite memory is architecting soccer season at the bus night. Congratulations, Jessica Garcia.
I mean, you can talk, but I am going to switch this. Well, I'm going to focus on your seniors. It's got the whole, you can't see who's getting. Oh.
Our next senior is Jane Oppenheimer. She has played soccer for 10 years. Her favorite memory is her freshman year when they went to Cassie's house for a team dinner and played by UOC. The future plan, she plans to major in, but she plans on going to the college in South Florida. And that's Jane Oppenheimer. Our next senior, Angela McDonald. The future plan is going to study college, going to college, study biology, and become a physical PA or a physical therapist. And that's Angela McDonald. Our next senior is Joel O'Connor. Joel is
I have like 3 parents saying what to do.
I can't hear it either. I don't know what to do. I am.
So they can't hear down there.
Go ask Cindy if I don't know what to do with it.
Our next senior is Jasmine Brown. In the locker room before we went home to playing the floor and all that and jumping lock to lock, trying not to touch the ground and after we needed Easter plan and still trying to figure out so it's going to college or most likely something in the medical field. And that's Jasmine Brown. Our next senior is Adrian Henry. She is from Pasadena this year. Her favorite memory was her first assist in the varsity game. Her plan is possibly going into the military. That's Adrian Henry. Our next senior is Katie Michelle King. Her favorite memory of Lakewood High School soccer is when we were playing and winning. It was her freshman year and all the girls were in the locker room and we started to get ready and suddenly we all just started to sing Party in the USA. The whole team joined in and we all stood in a circle dancing and singing. That's when I knew I found great coming down the players for the season. And the same energy is there as the first season was about. With my tiny sisters, we are all singing all the way home with the best and happiest energy that makes you really feel like a team. The future, well, that's still bright. And I will clearly into the future. Our next senior is Kiana Lee. She is from Pasadena. Her favorite memory is the Brain Biscuit game when we tied it in the last minute. And Katie scored the winning goal in overtime with a broken foot, which we all captured. The future plan is going to college in emerging and environmental studies. And that's Kiana Lee. And the final senior is Amanda Harrison. She plays soccer for 10 years. Having the winning goal against Grand Falls in sophomore year was a And we'd like to give the Oak Harbor seniors a for years to come.
Good evening, Cougar soccer fans. Tonight we are at Dick Cardinal Stadium. The Lakewood Cougars on their senior are going to take on the Oak Harbor Wildcats. We've been on the air for about 25 minutes now trying to bring you the senior night proceedings. If the sound was as clear for you as it was for me, I'm not sure we heard very much, so I just want to review the seniors tonight that are playing in their final regular season home contest. There still is a chance for a home playoff game next Thursday night, but that will be determined. Actually, no, they play at home on Saturday at 1 against Bellingham, so this is their penultimate home game, but it is their last night game, so we can call this senior night. Heavenly Brown, and Heavenly is planning on becoming a registered nurse, and she's been a part of the soccer program for 4 years. Sarah Skagerud has also played for 4 years, and her current plan is to go to college to get a psychology degree and then go off to law school. Jessica Garcia has also been in the program for 4 years, and she thinks that she wants to be an architect or study architecture in college. Amy Opliger, also a Cougar for 4 years, and she plans to go to college somewhere in California. Not sure of, but heading for warmth. Can't blame her for that. Angela McDonald has been playing soccer for 15 years, so she started when she was 3 years old, and is studying biology, wants to study biology in college, become a surgical physician's assistant or a physical therapist. Jolie O'Connor is been in the program for 4 years. She plans to go to college and to be an architectural engineer and designer. Jasmine Graham, also been in the program for 4 years, still figuring out her future plans, but she is planning to go to college and wants to study in the medical field. Kalia Hensley is looking at going into the military after 4 years as a Cougar. Kaylee Chang says that her future is still a mystery, and that's okay. We don't expect 18-year-olds to have their futures figured out, and it's okay to still be figuring it out. Kiana Oos has been playing soccer for 10 years, the last 4 years in the high school program. And her favorite memory is the Blaine District game when they tied it in the last minute and then scored a winning goal in overtime. Her future plans wants to go to college and major in environmental studies. And finally, Miranda Harrison, also a 4-year player here in the program. She is going to go to college and study education. Those are the seniors tonight, playing the final night contest here at Cardinal Stadium. And now we're going to try to go and catch Cindy Parlin, the PA announcer, for the starting lineups. So pretty hard to hear Cindy on the PA. She just gave the sportsmanship reading, respecting officials, intercollegiate sports. And now we're going to give you the Wildcat roster, coached by Mike Longborg. Amber Habitan, a defender. Megan Croft, number 7, a forward midfielder. Sydney Lupian, a junior midfielder. Addison Boyer, a freshman forward midfielder. Ryan Hoffman, a junior midfielder forward. Ashlyn Leclerc, a senior midfielder defender. Tessa Hughes, a junior defender. A.J. White, a sophomore midfield defender. Annabelle Suto, 10th grade midfielder. Gabrielle Eaton, a senior midfielder. Brianna Richard, a senior midfielder. Her mother Heidi was one of the teachers that I supervised when I was in Oak Harbor. Naomi Merrill, senior midfielder. Callie Peretti, a sophomore defender. Lauren Mars, a sophomore goalkeeper. Aaron Davis, a sophomore midfielder / defender. Andy Linson, a 9th grade defender. Anna Holt, a 10th grade midfield defender. And Tiana Jackson, a senior forward. And now for the Cougars. In the goal is going to be Kiala Riviera. Number 1 is Kaylee Risen. Number 3, senior Miranda Harrison. Number 4, Lee Chang. Number 5, Amy Opler. Number 7, Riley Westvang. Number 9, Kiana Oos. Number 10, Jasmine Graham. Number 11 is Kalan Buckley, but she's wearing number 99 tonight. Number 11 in your program, number 99 on her jersey. Angela McDonald, the stalwart midfielder. Number 14 is Lauren Butcher, the right outside defender. Number 15 is Layla Thomas, the goal scorer from the last time we brought you a game. Number 18 is Heaven Brown. Number 50 is Sarah. Number 52 is not here. That's left back Aurora Fitzsimmons. And she has not been announced. And then going out is 68, Hensley, senior defender. So at least one lineup change we'll see tonight for Coach Nick Anderson's squad, as we won't have Aurora Fitzsimmons out there on the left back. And now we have the Pledge of Allegiance. And as you can see, or maybe you didn't see, the flag is still at half-mast under the presidential order for the death and the memory of Colin Powell. The Cougars are in shouting distance of a playoff berth. They are trailing Squalicum by 1 point in the standing. According to Coach Anderson, Squalicum has 2 very difficult games coming up, and Lakewood is playing 2 teams that are in the bottom of the table. So if things go forward, Lakewood is able to get a point out of tonight's game with a tie, or on Saturday's game with Bellingham, they would tie Squalicum on the table, and they would at least tie for a playoff game. That playoff game will be next Thursday night. So on the schedule that we have published on the website, it says next Thursday night that we have both volleyball and soccer being played here. But that Thursday night soccer game with Bellingham has been moved to Saturday at 1, and we'll be bringing it to you on the live stream. And then on Thursday night, if the Cougars do make the playoffs, they will either host or travel. Obviously, if they're going to play a game, it either has to be here or there. And if it's a playoff game, we'll be bringing that to you if it's a home game. If it is a away playoff game, we'll be streaming the volleyball game. So either way, Thursday night, we'll be bringing you a live stream event. And then the final volleyball game of the year is November 2nd against Seaholm. So just a few games left here in the fall sports season. Of course, football Friday night against Seaholm. And then we will be off the air until winter sports starts, where we'll be bringing you home girls and boys basketball as well as wrestling. The referee signals for the start and play. And the Cougars are immediately into the attack. McDonald playing long for Graham down the right side, but it just goes a little too far as the linesman calls a goal kick. If you want to know the upcoming games, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, and every time something is about to happen on the live stream, you will get a notification. So when games change like this Thursday to Saturday, instead of having to try and find it, it will be delivered right to your phone or computer. And so the best way to find us always is through that like or subscription. Plus, if you go to those pages, you'll also see other district-generated content, and you can learn about our programs, our emergency COVID plans, and what's happening in the school district. And if you need to contact teachers or other members of the district staff, you can find them on the directory. There's also a calendar of non-sporting events, of things that you can find. It's a great resource to be on our school district webpage and having access to everything we have for you there. And so you go for the live stream, stay for the other good stuff. Cougars dominating play in the front side of the Oak Harbor defense, more towards the midfield, as that quick run is out of bounds. And that's Butcher strong on the right side, as we have seen all year. So Harrison and Thomas are up front at around the midfield stripe. You've got Kaylee Chang and Kalan Buckley in the midfield, along with McDonald in the number 6 role in the central defense. Graham and Westvang are on the outside, playing as a wing back, attacking defender, if you will. And across the back is Ose, Butcher, and I will try and get the number of the left back for you. It looks like it's 18, Heavenly Brown, but with the long ponytail, it's kind of hard to see her number, but it looks like as her ponytail swishes across her shoulders, it is number 18, Heavenly Brown. Just underway here in the 37th minute, 0-0, Oak Harbor versus Lakewood. Oak Harbor to throw, and nicely put on. Jasmine Graham puts her head to it and knocks it out of bounds. Back upfield. Oak Harbor again to the throw. Nice turn there, cleaned up by Butcher. Past Thomas, and Oak Harbor controls it, keeps it to the outside. Nice turn on the outside, but the defender or midfielder puts it out of bounds, and that's going to be a long run for the Cougar. Subbing now in for our first sub. That's going to be Kaylee Chang coming in for Heavenly Brown. And Chang looks like she's heading into the midfield. Not sure who's going to slot back into that left back slot. Looks like it is going to be Amy Oplinger, number 5. So Kaylee Chang into the midfield, number 4. Oplinger, number 5, slotting back into the left defensive back as they play the solid 3 back with the 2 wing backs of Graham and Westvang. Long throw for Thomas, looking to control it. Can't quite get the turn. Oak Harbor puts it out, and again Graham will throw the ball in. Harrison running the side now. Thomas running the middle. Over the head of everyone to Thomas. First touch deceives her. Oak Harbor cleans it up, but right back to Graham. Little two-touch there. Graham with the left foot, just wide, out of bounds for a goal kick. Nice little two-touch there between, it looks like number 99, which we are reminded is not number 11, the Kaylon Buckley and Jasmine Graham. So a little one-touch action, square ball, and Graham with an ambitious drive with her left foot puts it wide, and it goes all the way up against the screen for a Oak Harbor goal kick. We have a new keeper in the net tonight for the Cougars that we haven't seen before. We believe it's Keila Riviera. Jolie O'Connor in our last game here hurt her shoulder, it looked like, and we saw Layla Thomas finish up the half. This time Thomas is up front, and I believe that, although it says it's she's wearing number 1, although she says number 0 in the program. So again, the game is being played in the middle third of the field, mostly in Oak Harbor's end, as the Cougars continue to probe the Oak Harbor midfield and defense, looking for that opening. Ball mishit. There's McDonald to control on the turn. The Oak Harbor girl takes it. McDonald takes it back, gets it right outside to Graham. Looks ahead to Thomas, just a little too far, comes right back to Graham. Graham on the run, beats the defender, but just a little bit too tough, too hard of a touch, and the ball goes over the end line. Goal kick not by Graham, but no one. The Oak Harbor player misplays it. Just kicks it overhead to Thomas, who touches it back to Graham, looks inside to Buckley, but chased down by the Wildcats, but stolen back by Thomas. McDonald now has it, goes. Beats her across the middle to Buckley. Buckley, great run by, I believe that's Buckley. And frame, Buckley and Thomas working hard in there as well, knocking the ball down, holding up play, and creating some space. Long goal kick, ball put through past Amy Oplinger, but he's able to take it. Played out wide. Now it's crossed into the middle. Thomas has it, looks outside, but puts it too far down the middle. Ball's played outside, but out of bounds. Ball played through to Harrison, off her head. She's going to run. The defender has a step on her. She keeps the pressure on, and it goes out. And it is a corner for the Cougars. Here we are in the 30th minute, 10 minutes into the match. Lakewood with the corner kick, and now the rain is starting to come down, and we are once again very grateful to our citizens that have given us this beautiful turf so that we can play on it and not be slipping and sliding and getting muddy tonight. So again, thank you to the voters. Every time I see the rain on this field, I am again just grateful for, I remember what it used to be, as many of you do as well. That shot from McDonald with the left foot was easily saved by the keeper. O'Carver on the attack. Westfang knocks it out, now runs back on defense. Opplinger knocks it away to Westfang, looks to Harrison. Harrison holds it up, is able to now dump it to Buckley, who looks outside to West. Oh, the referee gets in the way. She stays on it, and now she looks through to Thomas, who controls it. Oh, but it's taken away by Jade Linson. But recovered to Graham, who's putting another run on as she dances down the sideline, cuts back, gets it on her left foot, looks for Buckley just a little far away from her. Another great work down the right side by Jasmine Graham. That's Tiana Jackson in the center of the field for O'Carver, trying to do the same kind of hold-up play. Not successful. Here she is again. First touch deceives her as McDonald's able to track it down. Put it back to Ose. Misplayed by the Wildcats. Harrison gets it, looks inside. There's Buckley. Got three runners with her. She looks to for Harrison. Oh, Harrison dummies it, I'll call that. Gets it down to Westfang. Looks to turn it. Oh, possible handball by the official. And O'Carver recovers. I guess the referee decided that her hand was not in an unnatural position. So no call. This is Jackson down the sidelines, covered easily by Ose. Knocks it away from him and puts it out for a goal kick. In order for it to be called a handball, the hand must be in an unnatural position to play the ball. And the referee must have decided that she was just in a normal position on balance and that she didn't put her hand up or play it distinctly with her hand. Jackson with the cross and Riviera with the save. So that's the first time O'Carver really has threatened the goal. If that had gone over Riviera's head, it's possible it could have had enough angle to go in, but she's able to secure it, take the spillage, and punt it out. O'Carver now back on the attack. And first touch deceives the left wing, and here comes Jasmine Graham, and once again down the sideline. She hesitates, puts her left foot on it to Layla Thomas. Thomas is challenging the goal. Harrison's running with her. Thomas is able to keep it in bounds, but no one is there to back her up, and O'Carver comes back on the run. Beautiful ball to Layla Thomas. Just a little bit too far for her. If she could have scooted onto that ball. She had Harrison running with her in the middle, as well as Westfang coming on the far post and Buckley coming down the center. So Heavenly Brown now back into the game. She's going to go back to the left back spot. That's going to push Opplinger into the midfield. And number 4, Kaylee Chang, is going to come out and take a break. Gets her hand slapped by Coach Nick Anderson in a positive way, and takes the seat on the bench. Ball's played long to Jackson, knocked away by Ose. O'Carver still has it. Jackson's running the channel now, and that's put out of bounds as Ose stayed with the runner. Sometimes you'll see the defender peel off and just stay in the center, since she is the central defender, and that leaves that person running the channel open, and that time Ose stayed with the runner so that when the ball was played back to her in the channel, she was able to knock it out of bounds for a Wildcat throw-in. Good defense, good read by Kiana Ose. Harrison now with the hold-up play. Beautiful ball played down the sidelines by McDonald. Ball's mishit, but now it comes to Westfang. Westfang is taken away, but right to McDonald, who again plays it long. Thomas is running, but to no avail. The keeper's going to come out for O'Carver and quickly throw it out in transition, and O'Carver quickly comes the other way. played down the sideline, but just too far for the running left wing. An ambitious pass, but on this turf field, that ball's going to scoot out of bounds, especially since it's got a little bit of water on it, and that ball's going to skip and not bounce the way it might if it were completely dry. 25 minutes now left to go, 15 minutes into the half, 0-0. First half, Lakewood Cougars versus Oak Harbor Wildcats. Cougars to throw. Off the Wildcat head, but they secure it anyway. Squared to the middle of the field. Looking wide outside to Hughes. Hughes is picked up by Heavenly Brown. She cuts it back, left foots it into the box, right off the chest of Brown, and right to the keeper, Riviera. That was not off of Brown, that was off of Westvang. So great defense by Westvang that I miscalled as Heavenly Brown. And good transition now for the Cougars. Harrison in there digging away, and she draws a foul from the Oak Harbor defenders. So great job by Mandy Harrison holding that play up, drawing two Wildcat defenders, and then getting a free kick. Looks like it's going to be taken by Buckley as the Cougars push forward. Ball played in the middle, doesn't get through, knocked down. Opplinger secures it, gets it to McDonald. Poked away from McDonald. Oak Harbor is recovering it. Looking to build up in the middle. And now they've got a little bit of passing going. There's a giveaway. McDonald right on top of it. She looks to Thomas in the middle, who kicks it outside to Graham. She's challenging the goal. She's fighting. She gets in. Oh! Great run. The keeper out, drives on it. Never quite got the ball out from under her feet to put a hard shot on goal. But great job by Jasmine Graham to turn that corner, fight off the Wildcat defender, and challenge the keeper. Carver back looking to switch the field, but Westvang's right there. She puts it back into the middle. Butcher plays it to Ose, who heads it backwards. The keeper can come get it, but she doesn't. So she kicks it away. Nice job, because we've talked about the back pass before. Probably wasn't sure about the back pass. And that time, the Oak Harbor players were offside. So when Riviera came out and kicked the ball and put it away, the Oak Harbor players never got back to an onside position. And so when it was kicked back in towards the net, they were offsides. So a little bit of a confusion, a little bit of indecision on the part of Riviera. I think she probably could have picked the ball up and not have it be a back pass, because it came off the head of a Cougar defender and then off the body of a Cougar defender, but better safe than sorry. She played it with her feet. That free kick went right to Jackson, who put it back towards the Cougar net, and it went harmlessly over the top. Remember, they changed that rule probably 20 years ago, so you probably don't remember where they changed the rule, that a goalie cannot pick the ball up with their hands. Harrison tries to find Thomas in combination out, but the only way he can pick up the ball is if it comes off the head or a body. If they pass it back to her with their feet, the goalie must play the ball with her feet, and that's a change from several years ago, because the ball back to them, to the goalie, and then delay play, stop play, and be more secure. Wildcats on a run here. Great defending that time by Oose. Teed up by the Wildcats, and it's put through the uprights and out of play. Wildcats getting a little more joy on the offensive end of of the field. The last substitution was Heavenly Brown came out, and Kaylee went back into the game, into the midfield. And so Amy Opplinger slides back into that left back position as Chang takes her place back in the midfield. Halfway gone here in the first half, under 19 minutes. 19 minutes to go, 0-0. And Jasmine Graham is pushed down from behind. She gets up and wipes a little cork off herself and takes her position as Buckley is going to put the free kick back into play. Ball's played into the middle. The Wildcats knock it down, but comes to Chang. She puts it back right into the Wildcats, follows it up and puts it out of be a goal for Oak Harbor. Goalie takes the goal kick, just about goes out of bounds, is able to be saved. Now Jasmine Graham gets a little of her own medicine as they put a move on her, but that ball is just sent way too far. The only question, will it be a goal kick or a throw-in? And it's going to be a throw-in for the Cougars. That's the third or fourth time tonight that left back has tried to play to the left wing down the sideline and has just had a little bit too much juice on her passes. Ball is knocked down. Wildcat looked to put it in the middle, but there's McDonald knocking it down, and she's challenged by the Wildcats' Addison Boyer, and that's a foul. Ball's going to be put in play by the Cougars into the Wildcat end. And again, down the side and out of bounds, looking for the left wing. And again, out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. And that's off the Cougars. That throw is intercepted by Graham. She's on a dead sprint, and Thomas gives it back to her. The Jets, she shoots. It's a great save by the Oak Harbor goalie. In, and the keeper goes down and is able to knock it away. Great combination between Thomas and Graham. Ends up with a good shot on goal, probably the best chance of the night for either team. And unfortunately, the Wildcat goalie was up to the task. Cougars back on the attack. And that's put wide. McDonald knocks it to Buckley, but Oak Harbor's able to recover it. McDonald is in there, and it's put outside, and foul on McDonald. She must have whacked the Oak Harbor player after the pass was delivered. Wildcats with the free kick, put right into the middle, into the goal, and it's some confusion again between the keeper, Riviera, and the defense. Riviera came out to secure the ball, but it was knocked down by the Central Oak Harbor defenders. not Cougar defenders. And so a good chance that just because of the confusion, if that is Riviera in the goal, she is just a freshman. She's probably learning her senior defenders and learning about assertiveness and taking command back there when she wants the ball. She needs to holler and take control. But that's hard for a freshman to do when they've got a senior stalwart, multiple year starter in Kiana Ost playing in front of her. Harrison and Thomas working together. Thomas with the ball. Working hard. Drops it to Westfang. Tries to touch it around the defender. Secures it. Buckley has it. She draws the double team. Now she's looking down the sideline. No one shows and is not able to get it to her, and that's put off Westfang for a Wildcat throw-in. Boyer has it on the turn, but it goes to Buckley. Puts it outside to Graham. She takes it away from the defender. And let's see Jasmine operate down the right-hand side. She touches it by the defender. She's on the speed. She's got Harrison in front. She's got Thomas. Thomas tries. Now it looks like she's going to try to drop it to Buckley. Buckley puts it to McDonald, who puts it on net. Oh, crossbar. Right, Graham tees it up. Great defense. Great shot by McDonald, just off the crossbar. That had all the looks of a goal, just a fraction too high. And then Graham with the rebound, tees it up, puts it right back at the keeper, but it's into the Oak Harbor defender. While Cougars on their way back, Westfang to Buckley, squares it to Chang. It's run down by the Wildcats, Sydney Lupien. That's going to be a Lakewood throw. So another great opportunity. Westfang dropped it to Buckley. Buckley, instead of putting it into the mixer, dropped it to McDonald, who from just inside or just outside, right on top of the 18, put it on frame. So the best chances of the night to the Cougars so far, but still 0-0 here. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Lupien has it. She puts it across to no one, as Jackson is the one that set her up. Riviera comes out, easily secures it. Punts it to Graham, but it goes out of bounds. Ball comes into Lupien. Graham pokes it away from her. Thomas tries to get it back out to Graham on the outside. Oak Harbor gives it to Chang, but she gives it right back to Lupien. But McDonald steps up and takes it away. That ball's hit to Westfang in space. Westfang takes it outside to Harrison. Bounces away from Harrison now, and Oak Harbor now coming back. Harrison in chase. That ball's hit to Butcher. Butcher sends it forward, hits right off of Chang's midsection, but it goes to Butcher, who chases down on the outside, trying to get it back to Graham. Graham challenges the defense, knocks it forward, but is unable to get out of the way of the Wildcat defender. Great tackle by Ost. If she misses that step, Tiana Jackson's in all herself to Rivera. Fortunately, the ball's played long. And foul on the Cougars. Going to be a free kick for the Wildcats. 10:32 left to go in the first half. Ball is played short right to a Cougar. Ball was mishit, and that ball looking for Lupien on the outside. Lupien's been a willing runner tonight, but she hasn't had much service to her, either too long, too much towards the middle, or that ball has been intercepted. Westfang tracking after it, had Harrison on the outside, looked like she was trying to get it there. O steps in front of Jackson, gets it, bounces over Buckley's head to Thomas, drops it to Buckley, taken away by the Wildcat, who again sends it long. This time it's not going to get into the penalty area, but played out by Riviera to McDonald at midfield. Outside to Westfang, drops to McDonald, who puts it back in. Couldn't get through the Oak Harbor defense. Westfang tracks it down. Now she's going to beat the defender. Looks to the middle. Is unable to find Harrison, and that ball is put out of bounds by the Wildcats. Subbing into the game now for Layla Thomas is number 50, Sarah Skurgrud, and she's going to play up top with Miranda Harrison. Over the head of Oak Harbor, bounces onto Westfang. Wildcats recover it. Ball still rolling. Westfang on the defense. Smartly played by the Wildcat to boot it off of Westfang's legs and to go out for a goal kick. So that goal kick is played over the head of the Oak Harbor midfielder, out of bounds for a Cougar throw. Throw comes in, Wildcat. That was Skurgrud was playing it. She takes a hard fall and gets a foul called on her for good measure. Probably called her for a high boot, and as she brought her boot up into the Oak Harbor players, she lost her balance, ended up on the ground with the foul called on her, adding a little bit of insult to injury on that play. Jackson puts it long into the middle, and there's Riviera coming out to secure it. It looks like Jackson now has dropped more into a central midfielder role as they're putting the Wildcats are putting more players up front. Ball's on Harrison. She gives chase. Wildcats going to beat her to the ball. And here they come back on the other side. It looks like the Oak Harbor has also made a change in their formation. Have number 6, Embria, who had been playing the left back and who Jasmine Graham has struggled as she struggled to stop the offensive forays of Jasmine Graham. And she's now flipped to the right back where she's going to go up against Westfang and Harrison instead of Thomas and Graham. And they have a different left back. I will give you the number if I can see it. That ball rolls out for a Wildcat corner kick, their first one of the night. So Habatan, a freshman defender, is now on the right. Ball's put into the mix, and the referee blows his whistle. And I'm not sure what the call was. There must have been some pushing and shoving going on in the mixer. So not only has Jackson dropped more into a left wing type midfield position where she there knocks it by Butcher, secures it in the corner, crosses it, Riviera's out, punches it, and jumps on it. So Jackson's been moved out to the left wing, so a couple of formation shifts by Coach Mike Longboard, trying to find a lineup that will stymie the Cougars' offense, which has been very right-handed tonight, and to attack on their left wing. And there's Jackson again. As I said earlier, Lupien, who was out there on the left wing, is now out here on the right wing. She's been a willing runner, but has not gotten great service, and that's going to be a hard tackle and a foul called on McDonald. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half, still 0-0 score. We will remember, we'll count this down to, that's going to be a yellow card on Graham. So as the free kick was coming, she stepped in front and deflected the kick, and that's an automatic yellow card. And off she comes, and with a yellow card is an automatic substitution. So Graham will come off. And, well, she's not coming off. She's going back in. Thought the rules in high school soccer were if you got a yellow card, you had to immediately come off. But that rule must have changed recently, because Graham remains in the game. The ball is beaten by the Cougars. Harrison drops it to Buckley, who puts it up the field. Harrison's chasing after it. She's going to get to it. She keeps it in, takes a hard tumble into the concrete drainage area. That's going to leave a mark, and the hustle by Miranda Harrison. And now it's going to be a Wildcat throw-in, a Cougar throw-in, because of that great hustle by Miranda Harrison. Opplinger to throw. 3 minutes to go on the score clock. As I was saying, remember the last 2 minutes will be kept track of on the field by the referee. So we will know when there's 2 minutes left, but we won't know if there's additional time added on or what the referee is going to do. Sometimes when the ball rolls a long way out, the referee will stop the clock to secure the ball and bring it back. We've had a couple of those kinds of delays. That ball is out. Lines used to say it's out, so I guess it's not out. It's the giveaway by Hoffman. And now Westfang crosses it, knocked down by the Wildcats. Buckley's in there. She's jousting. Westfang recovers. Gets it outside to Graham, who has a hard touch and is run down by the Wildcats, but immediately put outside looking for Jackson. So even with Jackson out there on the left, the Wildcats have not had a lot of success attacking down that sideline, as we are now at the 2 minute mark in the first half. So less than 2 minutes to go, and we'll just watch the official now as it is on his wrist for the time. Last game we were here, the Cougars gave up a goal in this last 2 minute time. In fact, just 15 or 20 seconds before the referee ended the half. So an important time here for the Cougars to stay strong defensively and not have any defensive breakdowns or lapses that allow the Wildcats to get a goal in a half that they have played, if not even, I would say, a little better than even in terms of controlling play, possession, and they've certainly had the better chances on net. Jackson has it. She's looking to beat the defender. She does. She drops it to the center, who mishits the ball, knocked down by McDonald, out to Harrison, flicks it on to herself, stays after it, beats the defender, turns and holds up play, drops it. Westfang tries to square it to Chang. She's unable to control as the Wildcats now start on the attack. So that ball is played long. Butcher mishits it. Now Jackson has it. Riviera comes out. She gets caught in no man's land. Very fortunate that Jackson put that one over the top, because Riviera had some indecision about what to do and was quite frankly caught out of position. But again, that's going to happen every now and then, and she's played very well this half and has kept the Wildcats out of the goal and has really denied them any clear goal scoring opportunities. Referee has still not looked at his watch yet. And here comes Thomas chasing it down. She puts her hands on the back of the defender and is able to chase down and get the ball. It's taken back from her, but it then is played off her out of bounds for a goal kick. And there is the end of the first half. It's 0-0 here at Dick Cardinal Stadium. Pouring down rain, senior night, and we have a great football match here for you. 10 minutes on the clock. We'll be back. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Cougar live stream. Well, we're back, just about to start the second half run here. 40 minutes to have the Cougars move up in the table or to stay in the same place on the table. We know that Squalicum is playing tonight. Coach Nick Anderson thinks they're playing a difficult foe that they'll have trouble getting a point off of. And so the Cougars could end up at the top of the table. Right away, the Cougars are attacking down that right-hand side, and we can see that Ambria is back at that left defensive back spot, going up against Jasmine Graham. Mandy Harrison tracking that ball down. Graham steps in front, is unable to control it, but Buckley comes over and knocks it away, and then it's knocked out of bounds. So that's a Cougar throw just underway here in the second half. It's a 0-0 tie. Cougars attacking now from left to right. The flag is hanging limp, so there shouldn't be much wind impacting play here on a rainy night. Thomas drops it to Buckley, isn't able to get it. Cleared by the Wildcats, but Oath steps in nicely. Looks for a teammate, is unable to find her. And now we're coming back outside to Jackson, who's staying wide on the left. Jackson turns on Buckley. Buckley's chasing her down. She looks wide to switch the field, and it goes all the way through. Not able to be controlled in a place where she gets a great angle. Chased down by Westvang, centered, and Rivera makes a nice catch coming out and punts the ball. Bounce over the Wildcat to Thomas at midfield. But Oak Harbor is able to secure it, and they're coming back now, attacking. Graham steps in and gets the interception down the right side now. She's taking on that Wildcat defender who she's feeling very confident against. Left foot, puts it in, tries to get it to Thomas. Knocked down to Buckley, to McDonald. Left foots it on into the box, but it rolls out of bounds. Goal kick for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats have switched Habiton back to the right side. We'll see if the Cougars can get some joy down that side with Graham attacking. That was their best attack of the night, was when Graham was able to beat her and attack the goal. Goal kick, McDonald tracks back, able to get it to Westvang. Gives it away. Flag is up, and that's going to be out of bounds, a throw to the Wildcats. Quick throw taken. Thomas steps in and steals. Buckley back to Thomas on a one-touch. Looking outside for Graham. It's going to be too far for her, and it's going to go out of bounds. Throw to Jackson, tracking back now. Graham's all over her. Now Graham drops off as Jackson looks long. She finds the spot. She has a runner now. 4 Wildcat defenders are there. She puts it on goal. Riviera steps out through her hands, but off her chest, and she's able to recover it. Ball again bounces over the heads of the Wildcat midfielder. Thomas runs onto it. Unable to get it. McDonald steps in, pushes around her. But right to Westvang, then back to McDonald. Looking for Thomas. Unable to get it to her. Harrison knocks it loose. Thomas drops it to Buckley. And here's Graham on the right-hand side. Putting it into the middle. Knocked down by a defender. Graham on it, pokes it away. And put out of bounds. That's going to be a Cougar throw. Graham now looking to throw. Thomas now shows in front of her. Harrison's in the corner. Looks to the middle to Buckley. Puts it back to Graham. Centers it to McDonald. Shot going to be wide, but knocked down by the Wildcats. And played off the Wildcats, out of bounds. And that's going to be a corner kick. Butcher coming up to take the corner. This will be the first corner kick of the half now for the Cougars. Butcher puts it in, punched out by the keeper, goes wide. Controlled, now put back on frame, and it's in! Goal! A rocket into the back of the net! The Cougars take the lead! The corner kick went long, controlled on the outside by the Cougars, knocked down by McDonald, and she puts a rocket into the back of the net. Cougars lead 1-0. Scoring off the set piece. 34 minutes now. That was about the 34-10 mark. 34 minutes now left in the game. And Harrison now takes the ball away, having a lot of success on this right side now. And that ball, the defender picks her head up. The ball sneaks under her foot, out of bounds for a Wildcat throw. So that's the second rocket of the night we've seen by the Cougars. The first one unfortunately hit the crossbar. That one found the back of the net. Throw into Jackson. Graham dances around her, tries to pick her pocket, is unable to. Now Jackson's running parallel up the field, trying to gain some ground, is unable to. She made about a 50-yard run and didn't really gain much ground. Got the ball to the outside. Now it's back to Jackson. Now she's going to run the other direction. It's played outside to her. Buckley tracking back, knocks it down. Butcher can't get there, but she is able to fend off the Oak Harbor attacker and get the ball back to Butcher, who clears it. McDonald secures it, unable to get it to a teammate. Now the ball is squared, but now Harrison steps in, forces the Wildcats backwards, and she picks the pocket, but is unable to keep it. Now that ball's knocked down by Graham. Buckley is in on the defense, and now that ball is cleared by Butcher, but out of bounds. Had it stayed a little bit inbounds, Harrison would have been in a foot race with the right back, and I like Harrison's odds there. Jasmine again. This time she forces a ball to be kicked errantly out of bounds. And we have a sub. Into the game now is number 6. I don't have a number 6 in my program. Maybe I'm misreading that number, but it sure looked like number 6 to me. So Cougars pushing up. I'm not sure how long I pushed the mute button. So I'm going to reset things for you. 5:25 to go in the contest. Cougars leading 1-0. And I apologize. I pushed the mute button. I'm not sure when that happened. But I hope it hasn't been too long. So to reset some of the changes that I just talked about that obviously you didn't hear. Kiana Oos has moved out to the left back. Lauren Butcher's now in the center back. And Jasmine Graham is playing the right back. Buckley is playing that right. Graham normally plays with Westvang on the left-hand side. Cougars lead 1-0 here with 42 left to go, and it's a Cougar goal kick. Cougar throw-in. Wildcats on the attack. On the left foot, trying to put it through. Knocked down by Graham. Thomas knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be a Wildcat throw-in. 4 minutes to go. Wildcats now playing with more urgency than we have seen them playing early. Still, though, only attacking with 6 men in the offensive third. That's to Thomas. Knocked it down, but there's Buckley in the midfield, bucking it up. Comes outside, now into offensive player, stemmed away by the Cougar defense. That ball is played through. They're trying to get the quick turn. Oh, push off, shoots, and it's wide. The offensive player for the Wildcats, Addison Boyer, puts her shoulder into the Cougar defender, knocks her away, gets some space, but puts it wide. 3 minutes to go here in the contest, of course. As we say, every game, this is going to count down to 2 minutes, and then the game is going to be on the referee's wrist, so we won't know how long there is left in the game. There hasn't been a lot of stoppage time, and we were very close to the 2 minutes in the first half. Poked away by the Cougars, long roll for the Wildcats, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Wildcat throw-in, although the Wildcat defender was pretty sure it was off them, and she tried to save it. Short throw, Thomas come to defend, she takes it away. 2-on-3 now, Thomas puts it towards the corner, thinking that Harrison was going to be there, and it's a goal kick. Long run for the Oak Harbor keeper. I don't see to stop watch. And it's going to be an Oak Harbor goal kick, and we are now at the 2 minute mark. So the clock is going to stop. The referee will keep the final 2 minutes on his watch. 1-0 Cougar lead. Stolen away by Buckley. Chasing down the Wildcat player, and she forces it out of bounds. Great play by Buckley to keep possession in the Wildcat half of the field. And Jasmine Graham to throw it in. Buckley limping out there, gutting it out as the Cougars are short the one defensive player that we mentioned earlier, Aurora Fitzsimmons, who's been a standout there at the left back. Harrison knocks down to Buckley. She shoots off a Wildcat defender, stays after it, hard to do so on one leg, and gets called for a foul. So Buckley really struggling out of there to get her feet underneath her, but she's gutting it out, and she is doing a great job holding out that right back spot as Jasmine Graham moved back into right defense. As we say, Jasmine Graham, there she is. Plays it out wide though. Wildcats intercepted on the attack, and that ball is put through, knocked down by Ose. And this is Jackson, who wants to keep it on her right foot. She kicks it off the, looks like Buckley. Tracked down. That time again off the Cougar defender. Graham gets it, and she clears it down the field. Wildcats running back on defense. Harrison is there chasing it down, causing problems. And again, the Cougars are able to get it. This time Harrison has some hold-up play. He's able to drop it into the middle of the field. Puts it outside, being chased down by Buckley. And McDonald cleans it up as it rolls out of bounds. Less than 2 minutes to go. Not sure what the time is. Referee looking at his watch, but does not come close to putting the whistle in his mouth yet. Ball rolling wide for an Oak Harbor throw-in. 1-0, Cougars lead. And the long throw-in, well defended by Buckley, or by Chang. And the whistle goes, and the Cougars win 1-0. I want to thank everybody tonight for watching. Sorry about the volume being off for a while. 1-0 Cougars win on senior night over the Oak Harbor Wildcats. I want to thank Kay Thronson and Melody Irish, Superintendent Scott Peacock, Game Manager Casey Zachary, Matt Blair AD. I want to give my shout outs again to my friends at Oak Harbor, Shane Evans, Ray Cohn, Dwight Lundstrom, Rick Schulte. I hope everybody has a good night tonight, because it's a Cougars win. We'll see you on the live stream tomorrow night as the Cougar football team is in action against the Seaholm Mariners. Good night, everybody.